National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. His throw here is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 88 yards and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lawrence. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Four yards remain for second down. Lawrence will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Lawrence. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. To return, here's Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 15 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Herbert. This complete to Lockett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Dances by at the 20. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Akers. And running with power here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 70 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Akers again. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So out now come the Jets. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Herbert. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Ingram. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Ingram again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
On the move to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Flushed out right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's caught. Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done.
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Colts pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give. Akers running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 20-yard line. 142 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. He'll buy some time. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The New York set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And after the intercept, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, Akers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
167 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence running right on the option. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. To return, here's Agnew.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So this one winds up in Indianapolis.